Good evening. Fadeaway Drip here. We have your weekly updates regarding this Orlando Pro H2H Points League. We're in week 15. Now, the information I provide, of course, is specific to this league, but the information I also provide can be useful for you if you are in a league of your own. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna look here at the matchup between me, Fadeaway Drip, and the person on my bull-ish. Okay, you can see that I'm at a 295 and on my bull is on 169. Now, if you've been watching my previous videos, my previous opponents have all made the same mistakes, and I don't know why. I can just imagine that maybe because these people don't take it seriously, because there's nothing on the line. And if you're one of those kind of people, that's fine, you know. I necessarily don't take those kind of approaches because I want to be successful at what I do, and yeah, and it's quite easy if you just, you know, follow some basic strategy. So let's take a look at the matchups, okay, from the previous days. Now, let's start first. Let's look carefully at these analytics provided by ESPN. Remember, this is the ESPN fantasy app. There's no money on the line. Again, if you are in a league where there's money on the line, I hope that people don't do this. If they do, it'd be silly. And what you can see here on the summary, that I have my full roster slots available with players earning me points, okay? Whereas on my bull, doesn't. You can see these empty slots down here, which in the end of the day is costing this person a lot. And I've made this very clear before that these kind of mistakes add up at the end, all right? So let's take a look. So on Monday the 29th, I had a full roster. Maxi didn't play, got me 0, that's fine. And Conley didn't play, they got me 0 as well. And Zubac got 0 as well. But that didn't really matter because I still ended up getting 295 to, on my Bulls, 169. And you can see here, this is where the mistake happened. This person had 5 empty slots where they could have put Jordan Poole, they could have put Brogdon and Portis. Netting that person 24, 58, and 17 points would have easily edged me out, I believe. Again, these opponents aren't really paying attention, and this costs them. I recommend that you don't do this. You need to play your players. Now, a question that you might have is, why are you still playing Zubac? And why do you still have Podol if they're out? Good question. Now, the reason why is, again, because I believe that they are good once they are healthy to play. And I'm not willing to find someone else better because at the moment there is no one better than these players, okay? Let's take a look at Zubac, all right? Now, I'm not saying that Zubac is like a monster at center, but he's not bad, averaging 30 points, ranked 20th in the position of center. If you don't know, you should know that the center position is really valuable in fantasy. So you're gonna wanna have good centers on your team. And you can see on my team, I have Zubac at center. Oops. I have Podol. Who's my other center? And Schengen. They're all pretty good European lads. Doing good in fantasy, all right? So if we look at tomorrow, who do I got playing? Maxi, day to day. He may or may not play against Golden State, against my Warriors. Go Warriors. and I got Potel, and I got DeRozan, and Bogdanovic, okay? And if I look over at On My Bullish, let's see, if I was him or her, what I would do. So here, okay, that's fine. So for this day, he's locked in. You can see all the players that are playing are rostered and ready to go. That's the way it should be. Let's look at the next day for this person. Okay, here we go. Now, all right, some people do this on a daily basis. I don't. I do it on a weekly basis. It takes me about 10 minutes to go through and make sure that the weekly matchup, all my players are where they need to be. And what does that mean? They are playing. The players that have scheduled games, regardless if they're day to day or if they're out or whatever, I'm gonna put them in so that if they do play, they can get me some kind of points. All right. Now in this case, On My Bullish has Jordan Poole, Brogdon, and Portis playing, but they are not in the roster to start. They're on the bench. Remember, a bench player cannot just, for fantasy, just come on and you gotta put them in. So in this case, these 3 players are not playing for this person for the Wednesday 31st scheduled games, and that may cost this person. You can see their record is 5-9. Okay, the next day they're okay. On the Friday, 2 people, Poole and Brogdon, still not playing. Will this person change them? Who knows? Saturday, Portis not playing, but Portis should play. And then on this Sunday, same Poole, Brogdon, Portis. There's 3 available spots, and let's see if On My Bullish will play them. Okay, so if you look at my team, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can see for today, every player that is playing is available, even Potel. But it says out. I know it says out. I know it does. But because these players suddenly decide, hey, you know what? I was hurt for like a week, but I'm feeling fine now. I'm gonna play. Coach is like, okay. The up-to-date, with my experience, that the ESPN app, you have to do a lot of research to make sure to find out if, for example, Potel is or isn't gonna play. Regardless, for me, I'm gonna put him in because I have available spots. Now, if I didn't have available spots, if my roster was completely full, then yeah, I would not play Potel because he's gonna be out. Same with Maxey. But since I have available spots on my starting roster, there's no point not to play them, okay? Because again, as I said, with these NBA players, they are liable to go in regardless of what the status is on the application or what the status was the day before or whatever. Come game time, it's a game time decision. So, strategy is play your players. I can't say it enough. And that's why people end up losing out in these leagues because they just, I don't know, again, I feel like they just don't care. That's my opinion. See here? Full roster except Tatum's not playing. So do I have someone that can play for Tatum? No. That's it. All right. So full roster there. Here. Tatum playing on the Thursday, and so is Maxey. Maxey's day today for what happened to Maxey. Maxey's ankle. Okay. He's missed 2 games. It's fine. I mean, am I going to trade Maxey? Am I going to let him go? No, never. This dude's a beast. He's an absolute beast. At fantasy and at normal basketball, all right? So, okay. And then Friday, full roster except 1 spot, Mikal Bridges. No worries, no one else can fill his spot, so he's going to stay there. Saturday, we're good. And Sunday, we're good, okay? Again, Potel, Zubac, Conley are not playing. Are you worried? Now, if it's playoffs or, matched up against someone who, potentially has the ability to beat me, then maybe I would make some moves. But as I said, I'm not going to trade Podol nor Zubat, despite the fact that they've been out for several weeks now. I haven't. I've kept them, and I've still won. I'm going to say I've won only because of the negligence of the people in this league. That's it. All right. You can see, look at the scoreboard before we leave here. I'm at 295. Kathy's top-notch team is making a comeback. She's won 3 games in a row here. Let's see who else. Ryan's reliable team at 300. Jay Beasy 333. You can see the numbers are pretty even here. Okay. So maybe some people are stepping it up. I'm not sure. All right. So at the end, the standings, I'm at 12-2, commanding lead in my Eastern Division. Jay Beasy at 13-1, commanding over on the West. Okay. So that is our wrap up for today. Okay. Once again, I'm Fadeaway Drip. This is the Week 15 Orlando Pro H2H Points League for the ESPN Men's Basketball Fantasy 2024. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Fadeaway Drip. Hella Rich SF Digital Media Productions Esports. Copyright 2024. All rights reserved. Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.